Good morning. My name is Aaron Johnson, and I'm PG&E's Senior Vice President of Local Customer Engagement. We're here at PG&E's Hazard Awareness and Warning Center, or HAWK, in San Ramon, California. This is a 24/7 facility that monitors any potential threat to utility infrastructure and especially this time of year, wildfire risk. Heading into the hot summer months, we wanted to share information on our work to lower customer costs, reduce wildfire risk, and improve reliability. At PG&E, we like to start every meeting with a safety reminder. Here, I'd like to encourage everyone to build a disaster supply kit for yourself, your family, or your coworkers. This kit should include things like food, water, medical supplies, a flashlight, and emergency contact list. We have a website at pge.com, Safety Action Centers, which has videos about how to get your home prepared for various risks and how to build a go bag or other safety reminders. So encourage you to visit that site and see what's available there that can help you be more prepared. So joining me today are Rod Robinson, PG&E's Vice President of Electric System Operations, Aditya Jayam Prabhakar, who is the Director of Resource Assessment and Planning at the California Independent System Operator, and then Jillian Clegg, Vice President of Energy Policy and Procurement at PG&E. So my team at PG&E has the job of engaging with customers, and we are certainly hearing from customers. I've even been hearing from my own family about bills and utility bills in general. We know that customers are struggling with those bills and that we have to do things to reduce those bills. So to that, I wanted to speak today to a temporary reduction that we are going to be making in electric rates of 9% starting in just a few short days on July 1st. So we think that this is a really important reduction to make right now while electric bills tend to be at their highest during the hot summer months. We're able to make this reduction because we've finished paying off some costs from the past that came both for wildfire protection and prevention, as well as rebuilding infrastructure in communities that have been affected by wildfires over the last couple of years. We want to pass those savings on to customers, and that's what we'll be doing here starting July 1st. So one of the things that customers often ask us about in my role is they want to understand what makes up a utility bill. So we put together this graphic, which shows you some of the main drivers of your electric bill. The first is state policies and programs, including wildfire prevention, which help keep you safe. Buying and generating energy, the electrons and gas molecules that serve you. We charge you only what it costs us to purchase that power on your behalf. The other costs include operating and maintaining the grid, company earnings authorized by our regulator, and taxes. Customers are also asking us as they look at those bills, what are you doing, PG&E, to reduce the costs of providing me service? So I wanted to share a few examples of how we are laser focused here at reducing overall costs for customers. First, we have reduced vegetation management costs by $300 million this year over last. We found some more effective ways to reduce wildfire risk than trimming trees as much as we were, as well as finding operational efficiencies in how we go about executing our tree trimming programs. So that's led to a $300 million savings. On our undergrounding program, we've had $68 million in savings. And in that instance, we've done a number of things, deploying new technology, but also doing things as simple as in rural areas, burying the lines a little bit less deep. The trenches are not quite as deep, and that saves us a lot of excavation cost. And so that's led to $68 million in savings. And then finally, we've been able to reduce very substantially by $1.8 billion over the next 4 years, the cost of purchasing insurance for the utility business. So just like with your car insurance, if you don't have an accident, right, the insurance company keeps that money. But we've come up with a creative way, working with the state, to basically self-insure and set that money aside. So we have insurance if there is some sort of event on the utility system and customers and communities need protection, afforded by wildfire insurance, for example, we have that, and so customers will remain covered. However, if there aren't any incidents and we're able to save that money, bank it for future years, and so this is a really much more cost-effective way to save money and provide savings for customers and what it costs to operate a big utility system. So let's transition now to some of the programs that are available for customers that may be struggling with their bills. So first, we have a number of income qualified programs for our most vulnerable customers. So we have the CARE program, which is a rate discount. We have the FARA program, which is a rate discount for families. We have a low income energy assistance program, which helps with heating costs. And we have a medical baseline program for those that have to operate necessary medical equipment. I want to focus here, though, on the first program, our relief for energy assistance through community help. PG&E has set aside almost $50 million for one-time payments to customers to help you with bill catch-up. And we know that when sometimes when we've heard from customers that are struggling with a reduction in their hours, or they've had an unexpected medical expense, and they fall behind on their bill, and this one-time catch-up allows them to get caught up with their utility bill and stay current with their service. So for those that are not income qualified, we have a number of other offerings. You see them on the screen here, a variety of different ways to do energy efficiency, to look at the efficiency of your home, to potentially buy other kinds of equipment that might support your home and reduce the costs of operating. I want to highlight two on here. The first is our budget billing program. So this allows you to smooth out your bill over the year. I live in San Francisco, and the weather's pretty consistent and mild throughout the year, so my bill doesn't vary a lot month to month. However, in some of the hottest parts in California, we know bills in the summer or maybe in the winter when you're heating can be much, much higher. And so this program allows you to balance and level out your bill throughout the year. So encourage you to check that out if that would help you manage money in your family. And then the second program is the home energy checkup. You can go through a series of online prompts that will really walk you through your home and help you figure out where there might be opportunities to save energy. I did this recently, and I was able to identify that I have a lot of those recessed lighting in my house that had these old halogen bulbs in them, 50 watts. I was able to replace them with LEDs at 6 watts, same nice light, way, way less energy, almost 1/10 the energy use from my lighting. So definitely saw some bill savings from that. So with that, I want to now pass it off to Rod Robinson, who's going to discuss wildfire safety and summer readiness. Rod?
Thanks, Aaron. I'm Rod Robinson, Vice President of Electric System Operations here at PG&E. As many of you know, the hot summer months bring increased wildfire risk to California. At PG&E, we're focused on providing safe and reliable energy to all of the customers that we're privileged to serve. As we enter peak wildfire season, I want to start by letting everyone know what we're doing to make the electric system safer and stronger all across our service territory. Here's a snapshot of our service area. We're privileged to serve 16 million people. Our service area spans 70,000 square miles from Eureka in the north to Bakersfield in the south. We operate over 160,000 circuit miles of electric power lines and more than 42,000 miles of natural gas pipelines. More than half of our service area is in high fire risk areas. 1.8 million customers live. That's why we must take extra care and precaution to ensure the safety of people and communities that we serve. Wildfire season is well underway in California, with federal and state fire agencies already battling fires all across the state. We launched our Community Wildfire Safety Program in 2018 to help keep customers and communities safe. Every day we are working to strengthen our system and reduce wildfires through a combination of innovative situational awareness tools, technologies, operational risk reduction actions, and resiliency measures, we call these our layers of protection. Shown here, each layer of protection collectively lowers the chance of catastrophic wildfires and gives our team the ability to quickly coordinate with local services to suppress ignitions before they grow. Our network of over 2,000 weather stations, high-definition cameras, they enable us to better predict and respond to severe weather and wildfires. We protect more than 44,000 miles of power lines in high fire risk areas and enhanced power line safety settings, or EPSS is commonly known, which automatically shuts off power within 1/10 of a second when a hazard is detected. And as a measure of last resort, we have the ability to implement a public safety power shutoff, or PSPS, when conditions are dry and windy to better ensure protection from heightened wildfire risk. We're making daily our wildfire prevention efforts by installing stronger poles, covering power lines across our 1,800 miles of overhead lines, removing or pruning over 1 million trees per year to ensure they maintain a safe distance away from our power lines, and building a more resilient electric system for the long term through our 10,000 miles of undergrounding program. We know that that is the most effective way to prevent wildfires. Together, these layers of protection significantly reduce wildfire risk across our service territory and resulted in 0 catastrophic fires as a result of our equipment in 2023. On power lines in high fire threat districts, we have reduced reportable ignitions by 78%. We have also constructed and energized more than 660 miles of underground power lines since we started the program. Because undergrounding almost permanently eliminates all wildfire ignition risk, this is one of the most effective ways to reduce wildfire risk in most critical areas. As we've improved reliability, we've initiated 2 PSPS events last year compared to 9 in 2019. We're much more effective with that process. Just last month, our efforts to reduce wildfire risk were recognized by the Stanford Woods Institute for the Environment. We cited PG&E in the Tier 1 level of wildfire readiness. This is the highest level of wildfire readiness among the Western states. Customers can stay connected through our online resources such as Wildfire Safety Page, our partnership with California Network of 211, information about how to sign up for our Reported app, and emergency planning tools through our Safety Action Center. All these resources are easy to access and allow customers to find the support they need quickly. Next, I would like to talk about our summer grid reliability. We want our customers to know that we are prepared to serve them during the summer when wildfire risk and electric demand typically peak. We are committed to keeping your power on, but heat-related outages can occur for safety. During the summer months, energy use increases. Our electric grid equipment gets hotter. To keep the grid energized, it is important that equipment has time to cool. This typically happens at night, and when we run into some of those elevated conditions, that cooling doesn't take place. That's put additional stress on our equipment, and it can lead to outages. At PG&E, we prepare for summer heat before it arrives. Our goals are to help prevent heat-related outages and restore power faster when we're needed. Our work includes using outage prediction models to help determine the potential timing, location, and number of heat-related outages expected. Using the latest technology to restore power more quickly and efficiently during a heat event. Reminding customers to prepare for potential outages and have safety essentials in their home like flashlights, radios, and fresh batteries. We will be monitoring the weather, our equipment, and taking proactive actions to minimize customer impacts during extended heat events. Now I'd like to turn it over to Aditya to talk about what the California ISO is expecting for summer energy demand and how the state is positioned to meet customer energy needs.
Thank you, Rod. I'm Aditya Jain Prabhakar, Director of Resource Assessment and Planning at the California Independent System Operator, or CAISO for short. California ISO is a federally regulated nonprofit independent organization that manages high voltage electric grid. It operates in a wholesale energy market, does infrastructure planning, and maintains reliability of the grid. How does our summer outlook for 2024 look? Cautiously optimistic is the words we like to use. And many thanks to a lot of new resources that were added to the system that helps us keep the power on. While we do a really good job of predicting the weather, we can't control it. We are monitoring continuously extreme drought, wildfires, and widespread heat events that can pose a reliability risk to the grid. Our weather forecast for this year shows an increased chance of above normal temperatures across interior California and lower chances of above normal temperatures for coastal California. An analysis shows an improved picture on the grid as we head into the hot weather and our most challenging time of the year. What can we do as customers? Next slide, please. There is a concept of flex alert. A flex alert is typically issued when there is stress on the grid to ask consumers to conserve electricity. A flex alert is issued by the California Independent System Operator. It is typically issued a day before it is needed so consumers can prepare. So before a flex alert, we can pre-cool our homes by lowering our air conditioners, use our major appliances, close window coverings, and during a flex alert, we can set our air conditioners to 78 degrees or higher if health permits. We can avoid using major appliances and turn off unnecessary lights, including in my daughter's bedroom upstairs. And for more information about conserving energy, visit flexalert.org. With that, I will turn the presentation over to Jillian at PG&E.
Thank you, Aditya. I'm Jillian Clegg. I'm the Vice President of Energy Policy and Procurement here at PG&E, and we appreciate the partnership we have with the California ISO to help ensure safe and reliable electric service for all customers this summer. As Aditya shared, California is better positioned this year than we have been in some previous years to serve the higher loads that we expect to see each summer, and that's primarily due to significant new clean energy resources that have been connected to the grid. I wanted to just start by sharing what is in the electricity that we serve to our customers. And we're proud to say that in 2023, we delivered 100% greenhouse gas-free electricity to our customers. About half of that was made up from carbon-free power generated at our nuclear facility, Diablo Canyon Power Plant. About 35% of it comes from renewable resources like wind, solar, biopower, and small hydroelectric facilities. And the remaining 13% came from our large hydroelectric facilities. The snowpack and rainfall that we received this winter was about average, and that's great. It means we'll have plenty of clean hydropower to help serve the peaks of demand that we'll see this summer. Now, some of the resources I just mentioned, like wind and solar, they're what we call intermittent. They're not always available. The sun doesn't shine at night. Sometimes the wind doesn't blow. And alternatively, sometimes they generate more power than our customers need when it's a low demand period of time. And that's why battery storage has become such a critical asset for grid management and ensuring reliability in the California ISO market and in California. It helps us integrate those resources like solar and wind and helps to reduce our reliance on fossil fuel generation. Batteries can charge when energy demand is low, typically in the middle of the day, and then we take that stored energy and we put it back to the grid to serve the growing demand that occurs into the evening hours. In all, PG&E has about 4.2 gigawatts of total battery energy storage in our portfolio. That's enough to serve 3.1 customer homes simultaneously. Battery storage can also save customers money. And what we do, as I mentioned, we charge it in the middle of the day. That's also when market prices are the cheapest. And when we dispatch it into the evening hours, that's typically when prices are the highest, and also when otherwise we'd be buying that high energy that's generated by natural gas facilities. Now, these large-scale systems support grid reliability in the entire grid, but PG&E also uses batteries on a more local level to directly help customers. For example, we've helped nearly 75,000 customers install battery storage at their homes and businesses. And lastly, we wanted to talk about our demand response programs. This is another important way that we help manage customer demand in the peak summer periods. These programs are designed to encourage customers to reduce usage right when the grid is stressed the most. And most of these programs have financial incentives for customers to do so. We have programs for both residential and business customers. And the program you see here on the slide for our residential customers is the Power Saver Rewards program. This is a program that reduces strain on the grid. It helps lower customer energy costs by earning bill credits, and it also helps California achieve its clean energy goals. It's a free program that's offered by PG&E that rewards participants for using less energy during Power Saver Rewards events. Those events are called at the same time as the California ISO issues a Flex Alert, which you heard Aditya talk about earlier, or when there's something called an Energy Emergency Alert Watch. This is between the months of May through October. Customers in the program can earn $1 for each kilowatt hour of energy that they save if they reduce that energy use during the hours of 4 to 9 p.m. on event days. Currently, we have more than 1.5 million customers enrolled in the program, which was initially started by the California Public Utilities Commission. To learn more about PG&E's and also third-party demand response programs, you can go to our website at pge.com/demand response. On behalf of PG&E and everybody at the California ISO, thank you for taking time to join our Summer Readiness webinar today. If you'd like to learn any more information about anything you've heard today, you can go to our website to learn about how we're helping lower customer costs, reducing wildfire risk, and improving reliability for the summer at pge.com, or you can follow us on social media. Thank you.